Get your safety belts on and let's fire away. Good. We started trading probably 12 years ago. We started BitbuyBit about 10 years ago, and we have been trading seriously on and off for the last 10 years, or probably 11 years, but we started our classes 10 years ago. For the last year or so, we have not been totally active with our trading classes. When people asked about trading and they wanted to learn to trade, we gave them the recorded sessions, because what we do is we have recordings which people can pay for and then pay as they learn. So if you only want to do, you can only afford the first session or the first level, then you pay for the first level when you're ready for the second level. So that's how we did it for the last year and more. But we've decided just to start all over again and give everybody the opportunity to decide whether they want to be serious or whether they want to trade. Because if you take the cryptocurrency world, here's an example. When we started trading, Bitcoin was 3,500 Rand a Bitcoin. It's now 2 million Rand a Bitcoin. So that should make you think, why didn't I, start earlier, or why didn't I keep my Bitcoin? Why? Now, some things regret, sometimes you only short-sighted, you need the money now and you start using it, and then later on you don't realize, or the price dropped. I remember what happened. I had a friend who bought Bitcoin when the Bitcoin was 10,000 Rand a Bitcoin. And then it went up to 15,000 Rand a Bitcoin, and then it dropped to like 7 or 8,000 Rand a Bitcoin. And he phoned me and he said, I want to sell all my Bitcoin. I want to get out of this. And I said, oh, I won't allow you to. I won't support any idea of you selling your Bitcoin. Today, he's got about between 8 and 10 Bitcoins, and he's very happy that he never sold them when he did, because he went and put them in a cold wallet. We can talk about that some other session. So we're going to start with the very, very basics to get you to understand, there's different kinds of strategies, different kinds of traders, and not everyone has the time. But once you start learning to trade, you might actually find the time to make more time. And then once you're in the groove of trading, you actually don't need so much time in front of the screen once you learn what parameters to use and whatever your strategy. So somebody that only has a half an hour a week or half an hour every 2 weeks, they will take a long-term strategy and say, I want to buy at the bottom and sell at the top. Where somebody has got a mid-range, medium range, they want to make money by December because they want to spoil their family and give them gifts. That's a medium-term strategy. Then you got a long-term, the day trader strategy, the guy that sits virtually pinned in front of the screen. One of my traders said he sits anything up to 16 hours a day in front of the screen. Now that's craziness. I mean, what life does a person have? But he did it, and he was making money, and he understood the fundamentals that he should have been using for trading. So let's get into this. We have 40 minutes. 40 minutes. I think I haven't been sharing screen yet. Let me get to share screen. And you can type any questions in the chat box as you go, because what happens when people are thinking something to ask, then they forget about it and they never get to ask the question. Let's quickly share the screen. All right, so we are about to, yeah. Okay, now I need to do this. I don't know why the screen is not changing. All right, something's technically wrong here, but let me change it. Let me change it manually and not waste any time on this screen. And so what we're going to do tonight is I'm going to actually go to one of the exchanges that we use. And the reason why we use a South African exchange is because most of the people start in South Africa and they're scared to move their money into an overseas exchange. And overseas exchanges often have the risk of, is it going to last? Is it going to be there around for a while, etc., etc. So we have in front of us a South African exchange that we're going to do our trading on. These guys I know them personally. I know who they are. I'm gonna show you how to get signed up, but I don't want you to sign up until I've sent you the link. If you've not signed up with Altcointrader yet, let me send you the link. If you don't sign up with my link, that's fine. But then when you ask for support and help and you're struggling with your KYC and all of that, then you have to do it on your own. So on the top of the screen, you will see an email, password, lost password, and register. You will start with the word register after you've received the link, and you will then type in a username, whatever the username is, and you'll choose that username. You'll put in your email address, you'll put in a password, you'll put in a confirmed password, and there you'll be running with accept terms and conditions and register. Once you have registered with that, they will send you an email to your email address so that they can verify that that person, because it's easy just to put any email address and then have that person receive the emails. But this becomes a very easy process. Once you've registered, they're going to ask you for uploading your ID and proof of residence. So what does that entail? That means you just take a photo of the front and the back of your ID and you take a screenshot of the proof of residence. Everyone can access the proof of residence through their banking app. You can download that as a PDF. Then you store it on your phone or your computer. Most smartphones do exactly what computers do. In fact, a lot of smartphones are faster than today's computers. So when you go to the KYC, they will then ask you to upload your FICA documents. And once you've done that, you can do deposits of 1 million or withdraw 1 million up to 1 million per day. So for those people who have got a lot of money in the bank or want to trade with a lot of money, your entry level is actually very good. On this trading platform, I'm just going to move the screen around. We have a list of cryptocurrencies we can trade. You see there's XRP, US dollar, Tether, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, Sol, ADA, and there's quite a few to trade that you can trade. So you can choose any one of these to trade with. You can trade with 1 Rand, 5 Rand, 100 Rand, 1,000 Rand at a time. And you can then, on the left-hand side, there's a buy side. There's a place where you can buy. And then on the right-hand side, there's a place you can sell. And here's the order books. So if you want to see, I want to buy, if I'm going to buy from somebody who's selling. If I'm going to sell to somebody who's buying. So you will see that the sell and the buy price are never the same. If you're going into a retail store and you go into the back where the accountants are, you will also see that the buying price is always lower than the selling price. And that's how they make their profit. So over here, you have the order books, that people that are actually selling. And there's a lot more than you see on this list. This list will go up to into the millions, but it doesn't show you them all. And here's the buy order book. These are the people that are wanting to buy Bitcoin at the current prices. But these people are offering lower buy prices because these people are believing that the market would drop to lower prices. And that's one of the secrets that you're going to learn when you're going to learn to trade, is we're going to do spot trading. Now, what is spot trading? For those of you who have done Forex trading before and gone onto Forex platforms, I'm going to have to teach you from scratch how to trade, because you only have learned leverage and margin trading, which goes to times 10, times 20, times 100. We don't do those kind of trading. That kind of trading, it's high risk trading. How do we trade? We buy a cryptocurrency. Let's use a simpler example, something like XRP. XRP or Ripple, you want to buy, let's say you're going to buy at 54 Rand and you want to sell at 60 Rand. So once you've bought at 54 Rand and you want to sell at 60 Rand, then you make, and you bought one, then you make 6 Rand profit. So this kind of trading is typically the way every shop operates. Every shop wants to buy their Coke or their Sprite or their chips at the cheapest price so that they can make a nice profit on it. And that's exactly what you see happening in the market. These little candlesticks, as we call them, they are showing you that the price has gone down up until the 2nd of August. But since the 2nd of August until now, there's been an increase from 50 Rand all the way to 56 Rand. So anyone that bought at 50 Rand and sold at 56 Rand made 6 Rand for every 50 Rand they bought. Now, for those of you who are brand new to this, just think you are buying, some of you buy honey and sell it at a profit. Some of you buying soap and you're selling in your spaza shop. You want to always buy at a price that you can sell it so that people want to buy it from you. So you don't want to buy at the highest price. Traders mostly make the mistake of buying at the higher price. Now, I won't buy Ripple at the current price because the current price is too high. I'm going to show you in detail the secret later, but there's a time frame. So let's say every single day for the last few years, we can see what has happened to this. Let's close that. Ripple has gone from a few Rand to 64 Rand. It's way too high still. So I won't be buying Ripple soon. I will expect to buy it much lower. A lot of traders want to buy everything because they believe that's what they should have. We're not going to get into that now. We're going to start with the basics. Remember, you want to buy cheap so you can sell at a profit. If I do not believe that this is the right price to buy at, I will work out which price I'm going to buy it at. And if I'm going to buy, I want to buy around 34 Rand when the price comes down to 34, 39 Rand. That's where I want to buy. On Altcointrader, I can set my price to go and buy at 34 Rand. I might wait a month. And then I'll say, okay, I want to buy 78. I'm going to pay at 22,652 at that price. In other words, when this price drops down to that price and it goes that low, it will buy my Ripple for me, so that when the price goes back up again, I can start selling at a profit. I want to keep this. I don't want you to understand what I'm saying here. I just want you to know that you always want to buy lower so that you can sell higher. Doesn't matter what the price is. So when we're using this platform is the most trustworthy platform in South Africa. And anyone that's been trading any other trading platform in South Africa, those that start with L and other names, I don't trust them. And they monitor all your transactions. They even will tell you if they don't like your transactions that you need to close your, they will close your account. So I know the guys that run this platform. I have a WhatsApp group with them. If you're struggling with anything, they will help you. Now, how do I get started? Once I've registered, it's free to register. You can have an account here with no money in whatsoever. But once you started, then there's a process that helps you get going. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to just see if I can log in. Just go stop share. I'm going to quickly log in on this account. And if there's any questions so far, please feel free to ask the questions. There's no minimum amount and there's no maximum amount that you can get started with. Now, one of the things that you also must remember is that we need to write this word down, Google Authenticator. It's called two-factor authenticator, Google Authenticator. Now, it's an extra layer of security on your platform, on your account, so that nobody can just log into your account randomly. It's a number that changes every 30 seconds. And when it changes, only you know what it is unless you share it with somebody else. So that's one of the things we want people to do, is to understand that your security on your account is everything, that no one else can have or has access to your account. But if you just have a normal username and password, that account can be hacked. Just recently, probably a few weeks ago, Google had basically all the passwords of all Google or Gmail users were hacked. And so I'm suggesting that every one of you put a new password on your Gmail account, your Google account, so that you can be safe. All right, let me share my screen again. Hope that's the right screen. Yeah. So we start with the word deposit. There's three different kinds of currencies you can deposit. There's rands, there's cryptocurrency, and there's gold and silver. Real gold and silver coins you can deposit to this account. But for everyone else here, rands is South African rands, and these guys, technology is changing, folks. There are different kinds, but there's two ways. If you got an ABSA or a Standard Bank or a Nedbank account, Time Bank, you will use ZAR deposits. But if you just got a Capitec account, you will use this. And then basically you'll be able to now use that to deposit your funds in. And once you finish this transaction, it will actually deposit the money into your account. It will show ZAR, and you can start trading immediately. The question that a lot of people will ask is, okay, but what if I want to withdraw my money? You can withdraw at any time. In other words, once you sign up with this exchange, there are no brokers. No brokers to make you broker. It is virtually, you are 100% in control of your account. So you can withdraw any of these funds or these cryptocurrencies or rands to your bank account at any time. And then obviously it depends on the bank that you're using to withdraw, because if you're doing, their bank is Standard Bank. So if it takes a day for Standard Bank to show in NetBank, it's going to take a day after they've done the withdrawal. But let's say you've got a Standard Bank account that you've doing the withdrawals to, then it will show within the next hour into your Standard Bank account. So depositing is easy and withdrawing is easy. It's just a process of getting to used to where to do what. There are lots of different options, starting by easy buy. You can say, okay, I don't understand yet how to buy Bitcoin, or I don't understand how to buy ADA. I don't know. So then all you're doing is you fill in a number, let's say 100 Rand. It shows that's how much Bitcoin you're going to get, and you can buy it right away. If you want a different number, let's say you want 43 Rand, it shows that's exactly how much Bitcoin you'll get, and you say buy, and it will buy it straight for you. So then you don't have to buy it on the exchange at a particular rate and wait for a particular time. And same with sell. If you've got funds in your account, Bitcoin, whatever of these, you can then sell it back to rands at any time and withdraw it or use it to buy something else. So we've gone through the easy buy. Then there's the easy save. For those of you who like to save your funds, Altcointrader has over 12 months, you can save 11.3% on your rands, 12.262%, which is the highest on DOT. So in other words, if you buy 1,000 rands of DOT or Polkadot, then they will give you 12.6 Polkadot extra by the end of 12 months, and so on. And you can withdraw these funds at any time. So let's say after 8 months now, you need the funds, you want to use it for something else, you want to trade with it, then you can withdraw it at any time, and then they will pay you for the 8 months that you have been saving with them. So there's the instant saving account and instant withdrawal to your account also. Then there's the news. There's a news site which tells you all the developments that are happening. Here's the instant withdrawals with a new partner called Stitch. And this is very exciting because this is new developments that are taking place. And you can even, this is the owner. Altcointrader's owner is Richard D'Souza. I've met him in person. He's down to earth. He does most of his videos himself. And you can go and watch these videos at any time. You even can buy airtime vouchers, electricity vouchers. That is a useful thing, because you don't then need to withdraw the funds to your bank account and then use your bank account to withdraw. You can actually start withdrawing them straight to get buying vouchers for your needs. Then the Act Pay is travel rules. All the cryptocurrency updates in South Africa, all the laws are then explained to the people. Like, at this point in time, 17th of November last year, they had an update. They were going to do maintenance at a certain time of a certain day. So if you try to log in, you couldn't log in that day and you were confused. But you just needed to go to the news and see what's happening. it shows here Capitec. You can't do a transfer straight from Capitec to an EFT to their Standard Bank, but you can use Capitec Pay. Now that's an interesting one. So you can see all the developments, all the news that happens. They got the exchange license. That's a big thing for cryptocurrency exchanges, to actually have a license to trade. Very important aspect. But there's no monitoring done of your account. So if you were running a Forex account, the moment you want to withdraw, you need to let the broker know. The broker gets approved. If it's a lot of money, you have to go report to SARS, etc., etc. With these accounts, you're going to do your own SARS, your own tax. And we do know good tax, guys. So don't try and avoid tax. Don't try, if you're making a lot of money, say, I'm going to avoid the tax man at all costs. You're not going to get away with that. All right, so there's the news. And if you're making millions, who doesn't mind to pay a little tax along the way? All right. Of course, we've discussed deposit and withdrawal. There's the wallet, so you'll be able to see at all times what's in your wallet. I use this account for demo purposes, so there's nothing much in this account. And then you can go onto your trades, and you say, in your trade history, this is when you bought, this is when you sold, that's when you bought, that's when you sold, and you can check all of your trades that you've done over the years. Look, I see Dogecoin. Let's go to the bottom of this. All your trading history is recorded. For those guys who are bookkeepers, like to do that, remember, look at here. I bought Dogecoin at 73 South African cents in 2021. In fact, let me show you when I was trading Bitcoin, for those of you who think I'm talking nonsense. I've got a very interesting trade history. I can show you how to make money in bull markets. Okay, it doesn't actually, not showing. This is back to 2021. We were trading this 2015, 2016. So it's actually not showing the entire history. But you can copy this history and into an Excel spreadsheet, and you can then see your history over time. So this is just an overview of Altcointrader. And then there's the affiliate program, which I'm going to send you all a link to if you want to sign up with it. And then we will also put everyone that wants to get involved with. We're having 18 sessions in total. This is the first of the 18 sessions. And we're going to try and get through this all slowly but surely and get you schooled in the world of cryptocurrency. And when some people, the first question that a lot of people ask, how much money must I have? I want to tell you, I can't answer that question, but I can tell you that if you got 300 Rand or 500 Rand or 1,000 Rand, that's good enough. If that's what you got, you put that into your trading account. I had a guy, he came to me one day. We still had it, for those of you who remember, we had a shop, a Bitcoin shop in the China Mall in Pretoria. And I'm trying to think what his name now was. But he came to me, he says, I've got 1,000 Rand that I want to start trading with. My wife said to me, I need to come and talk to you. And I need you to teach me to trade. So I went to his house one day. He says, you have to come and teach me at my house. And at his house, he had 2 taxis that were standing. There weren't wheels. They were on bricks. They're in Pretoria North, and they weren't running anymore. He said his drivers were messing up his taxi, and he needed to start making money while he was sitting at home, because his wife didn't want him to be sitting at home and doing nothing. So then what he did was he started making money. He started trading with those 1,000 Rand. Over the next month, He took 500 Rand. His wife gave him another 500 Rand. He got another 1,000 Rand. And 8 months later, he said, "Can I talk to you? Can I come and show you my portfolio?" And then he showed me his portfolio. He was sitting at about 115,000 Rand. I said, "Wow, you've done pretty well." He said, "You know what? The money that you see here is not my only money I made." He said, "I needed some funds to pay to help my wife with the debts on a monthly basis. But he had probably spent 40 to 50,000 Rand of his trading money, but he was sitting with 115,000 from the 2 or 3,000 that he initially put in. So anybody can take a small amount and increase on a daily, weekly, monthly basis by the simple trading strategies that you're going to learn in these sessions. For those of you who want to go fast forward and say, I want to get, I want to go ahead, I want to get running ahead, I have got paid courses starting at 700 Rand that you can start and in your own time do those courses. There's no time limit to them. So you can just contact me privately for them. But and some of you, I know some of my traders have done level 1 and level 2 and level 3. But I've got a trader that came to me the other day and he said, "You know what? I'm still struggling with ABC." I said, "Well, you didn't get to level 5, level 6. Once you start making money, you can justify paying for more information, more courses. Everything that you become a professional in life for, you need to get more education for." And folks, I'm going to try and teach you as much as possible in these 18 sessions as what those 40 minutes allow me to teach you. 18 sessions probably won't teach you everything about trading. It might not teach you about the moon cycles and the phases of the year and how the stock market crashes every so many years. It won't give you all that detail, but you'll be able to trade after 4 to 6 sessions. In other words, in 2 to 3 weeks from now, you'll be able to do basic trades and you'll be seeing your money increasing. And you'll be all able to make money without paying a single cent. But obviously, for those of you who want to jump ahead, just send me a private message and we will share. All right, folks, we virtually finished our session now. I don't want to go too much detail. Let's see. Any questions? I lost the phone I used for my two-factor authenticator and also lost the code. How do I change that? All right, so for everybody, what we do is when you start your two-factor authentication process, you always take a photo of, or you save let's say you got Altcointrader two-factor authentication. You always save it as a contact on your phone, on your Gmail account. You can rename it something else, and there's a code on your two-factor for each and every account that you've got. If you've lost your two-factor authentication for Altcointrader, I can help you take it off. There's a process, but send me a private message. I can help you with that. If it's with Binance or some other cryptocurrency account, then you're going to have to contact them. But everything is able to be solved. But obviously, each exchange has their own rules. Are there any other people that have any other questions at this point in time? Did you learn something? Did I go too fast? I know sometimes I get excited when I talk about this. Normally I talk slow to people, but then this kind of thing I get super excited because I've seen my traders become millionaires and multimillionaires around me. One guy said to me, he came to me in September, October, and he said, must I sell this now? I said, no, you must hold it. You must rather buy more of it. And then December, he phoned me, he says, I'm officially a millionaire right now. And yeah, that guy, I don't know where he is today. He never made contact again. I can't find him on Facebook. So I surely hope he's alive. All right. Great, folks. Our next session will be 7 p.m. sharp on Thursday night, God willing. And if anything changes, you will be first to know about it. In the meantime, have yourself a great evening. I will then, if you send me a private message, I'll send you the link to sign up with Altcointrader. Thank you, folks.
Thank you so much, Ruel. Thank you for the invite, and yeah, thank you. I look forward to the next session. I learned something today, something new, you know?
Fantastic. Thank you so much. Is that Angie?
Thank you, Raul,
Yes,
for
and
this introduction.
actually, I think this is just
Appreciate your
invite
time.
to extend this group. So yeah, thank you really for extending it for the second time. Much appreciated, Ruel.
Great. Yeah, let's do this journey together. Have a
Thank
great
you.
evening, folks.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Good
Bye
night.
for now. Thank you, Deeps.